we are collecting fine particulate matter samples here at a site that's called CAMS 1. It's, as you can see, it's just a few meters south of I-10. The objectives of this research that we are doing is to measure a fingerprint for the motor vehicles. The work that we plan on doing once we collect the samples is to measure a large number of trace elements, and our group has developed relatively novel techniques to measure these metals at extremely low concentrations.
Our agency always looks forward to new data. So, like he pointed out, better decisions or good decisions can be made about policies in our state.
I would like to emphasize that without TCEQ support, Steve always plays it down. Some of it is moral support, some of it is physical support, and literally now I even have funding from TCEQ. So without TCEQ's involvement, a lot of my work would not be possible.
The importance is just fostering the relationship between the government and academia. We've always tried to support that and keep that relationship blooming, I guess would be the word. I was introduced to Dr. Chellam through our regional management about 6-7 years ago, and as a technical advisor support. And so if any of his students or grad students need help, that's what I'm there for, to provide input on the samplers, which we ran on a daily basis for almost 20 years.
I would say a couple of major surprises was when I first started this 15 years ago. I had no idea that dust from the northern African desert, the Sahara-Sahel region, does find its way all the way here across the Atlantic to Texas. So that was one very important surprise. The other surprise, I guess, is may not be a surprise for others, but when we first started doing some of this work, I was not aware of the so-called episodic releases from the oil refineries, and that's something that my group, my very first PhD student actually, that's what he focused on. So there are large differences in aerosol concentration and composition, like I said, in different parts of Houston and over time in the same part in Houston. But all of us are interested to know what is it that we breathe. We live in the same area that we do our research, and so I would say all of us are interested to figure out the composition and share our data with the state and with policymakers and with toxicologists, and over time I'm sure that this would